All right, let's get the music on. War snipers, huh? Let's start off at Balloon Skies this week. Got a stupid band-aid today. Dog bit me while I was messing with him. The audacity of him. Ayo Crops. Got a pretty standard Itsu peak to start off with. Hey Battles, I'm a little bit late today, but we're finally here. I'm sorry about the AI image. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other ones I've seen. It's just me holding a gun. You have to realize that someone holding a gun is the most normal thing in the US. Maybe in your third world countries, you guys don't have guns to play around with, but here in America, we live for that. We love that. We saw that doggo pic. Oh yeah, I have a video of me messing with him. I can show that in a little bit. And then he bit me. That bastard. We can do Frost here. I have the videos moments before disaster. Alright, wait for the giant to go down. Alright, Tesla's where they normally are. They're usually one zap over here. So that's good. And we break in. And then we just let Sparky do her own thing. Like the strong, independent woman she is. Oh, I could have gone the Inferno Tower kill, right? I don't know if it's still worth doing it. Kind of want all these hogs right now. We'll see. If we can save one hog for the Inferno Tower, I think it's not a terrible idea, but... Hogs dodge. Ow! I think we just go for that then. Let's just get the Inferno. Recently, a person in India died only because he put a gun inside his pants and accidentally got fired. Can that even happen? I thought it takes quite a lot of force to trigger a gun. How do you accidentally pull a trigger on a gun like that? Because there's usually like some barriers around the gun, so it's not that easy to pull unless you like hook something through. Accidental discharges do happen, but I haven't heard them happening like that. That sounds incredibly stupid. I think we start with the barb on the right side. Sparky left. Eye Dragon up the gut. Maybe 2 graveyards, and then some barbs. Do we need a Hog Rider? Probably not. Let's hold this. What about the safe mode kind of thing? Do guns have safe modes? I'm actually not the expert on guns. Even as an American, I've never owned one. I think it would be smart to have a safe mode. It was a loaded gun. I don't know the details, but he kept it in his pants like a gangster would hold it. You don't even have to be a gangster in the US for you to own a gun like that and be stupid with it. That's the best part, you see? In the land of the free. Home of the brave. Kind of just have to chill for now, huh? A little bit sloppy on the execution. Should have brought some minions too. Yeah, we're good. They have safety? Okay, I see. It was loaded gun, but he was done with it, I guess. If it was a local gun, then I definitely had bad and cheap ones, which you can have illegally. How do you get a gun in India? I know in the US, the way you get a gun is you tell the gun store owner that you're about to shoot up a school, and then they'll give it to you for free. But I don't know what the process is in other countries. I imagine it's harder than that. Why don't you upload videos now? I have nothing to upload. Ayo, AK Gaming. Everyone 3D prints them these days. Oh, right. When you 3D print a gun, I imagine the quality is a lot lower. Accuracy is probably bad, and there's a lot of safety issues, but I don't know. I know guns are usually made from stronger materials, and I don't think 3D printers handle those. Wait, is this Balloon Skies? Okay. Hopefully got some defaults. Alright, there's a GM. There's GQ. Alright, let's head over to some stream plans. We got Sen 18 and 19. That's how the CEO got killed of health insurance. Right. I know Luigi Mangione, he's the one who 3D printed his gun. I actually haven't heard his name in a while. Has his trial concluded? Used to be all over the news. There's a wizard bomb, but there's also so many of these defenses that are on the outside, which are kind of annoying to deal with. How do you manage this? My instincts tell me I'm supposed to go with Sparky and a haste and a frost. So 2 shots here, go here. Man, these bolted cannons on the outside are super annoying, but we can probably make them work. Probably. Frost here. You can never really kill his dragon, can you? You might be able to get one of the Inferno Towers killed. Let's just try Sparky Haste. And a Hog Rider. Yes. But they threw out a lot of evidence since they searched him illegally. Huh. So I imagine if it goes to a jury trial, I have a hard time believing they can find 12 jurors who will actually convict him. Even though he's clearly guilty, bro is so freaking out of his rockers with how he did this. He had so many fake IDs. He had such a weird history. Like, it was so clearly him. But I could totally see him getting jury nullified. Oh crap, Sparky's gonna beat through the walls, isn't she? Oh, that's not good. Zap reset. Please, Sparky. No, why? At least we have the Hog Rider. Wait, I can actually beat through the wall over here, and then hopefully Sparky goes around. Well. Okay. Not ideal. Pulled a lot of zaps though. Might be in trouble. I think we have to start Sparky right side. It's a complicated finish. I was hoping Sparky wouldn't wrap inside like that, so I could Sparky walk all the way around and hopefully get the Inferno. Didn't work. Guess we'll Giant Tank. One Eye Dragon. Alright. I got a plan. don't know if it's a good plan. But it's been planned. White Dragon. Oh, we're not gonna have many giants. Double Rage. This has been planned. I don't know what's up with BS matchmaking, but it needs to stop. I told you, whoever's been starting Raid Weekend, I'm actually demoting everyone next week. They've been griefing us. Whoever it is should be ashamed of themselves. Rage here. Wait, I forgot to bring Archer's crap. Oh crap, oh it's over. It's so over. Oh, it's so over. Sen, you've inted. Ah! Ah, hard base. This one was a hard one. Forgot Archer, so I need to Archer the rocket artillery. But I don't think I had enough true space to tank. I needed Sparky to not take the pathing she did on the first hit. Or else just have more stuff to kill like the blast and the rocket artillery at the end. I could have done that too. Okay. During my college days, I was in a PG where a Muslim guy kind of weird, but he spent most of his days in his room and less social. In a random day, he was interested in owning a gun for safety. I don't know what safety. Yeah, so in America, gun control is a very hot button, controversial issue that goes along party lines. So basically, half of people support gun control, or like more gun control, and half of the people are kind of like, we need guns, so they make us safe and stuff like that. But I generally don't understand the point of view where guns are making people more safe, because US has such high rates of violence. I'm supposed to have bad snow and ice storm? Yeah. We're supposed to get a foot of snow around the Maryland area. So I'm praying to God I don't have to drive to work and that the snow pulls through. Because every time there's been snow this year, it's been on the weekends. So I had to shovel still, and then I don't even get a day off, or well, it's not a day off at work, but I don't even get to stay home. I'm hoping that finally I can stay home for a day. Don't have to do my 2-hour commute. Minya's probably fine here. I kind of hate this space, but let's try it. COVID Bryant. That's an interesting name. Guns should be given to qualified people, not everyone. There are a lot of background checks associated with getting guns, but the problem is, even though the background checks are on paper pretty strict, it only takes like one person to mess up, or like one person who shouldn't own a gun to have a gun, and the whole system is kind of messed up, you know? So oh crap, wait, whoa. You're not supposed to open that wall towards the blast, but that could be really bad for me. I think I have to make sure that I get this rapid rocket kill because of that. Yeah, I think that was the necessary adjustment. Uh-oh. That's not good. You pull that zap. Okay. Barb here. People can't control their emotions, so why would I trust them with guns? True. Like, I will say, it is not easy to get a gun in the US. At least not as easy as people who disapprove of guns make it sound. But it's also not hard enough to where it stops a lot of the crazies. I don't know. I don't know how it's like. I'm not American to be scared of shootings. I don't know if it's a area specific thing, but at least for me, I've never been afraid of shootings myself. Of course, when it happens, it's all over the news. So if you're from other countries, that's kind of what you get fed. Not a great first hit. Normally you can get the Inferno Tower, but I guess it's fine even if you don't. Let's just kill all that on the outside. Double Frost. Double Eye Dragon. Let's go with this. What is the highest capital gold you've ever gotten in a raid? I haven't gone for high scores in a very long time. I know I've hit 60k, but I don't know what's the highest I've actually gotten. I know all the one-shots at a high enough level to where I could get high scores if I tried. Okay, I completely botched this, by the way. I don't even know why that wall's open. I think it was from the first hit. No. The ram on the second hit opened that. Yeah, I'm really cooked here, by the way. I don't know how I played this badly, but we did. I hate internet peaks. Alright. Yeah, we botched this. We botched this super hard. Oops. Rip. Alright. Well, we're kind of 1 for 3 at the start, and Balloon Skies has a bad clan. It's not what we like to see. What army you prefer so I can get more capital gold? Miners is the simplest one if you just want to turn off your brain and send 10 miners in. Another alternative that people like is Sparky if you want to learn it. This one's not going to be possible to one-shot, unfortunately. Or is it? Or is it? Yes, this one's probably impossible. So someone can spam it, but I'm going to take this Barb Camp because Balloon Skies players have been hinting these. Top 10 things that never happen. I always mess up that one though, so that doesn't go in the top 10. Props giving BJ to homeless. Yeah, Crop still has to deliver on his promise. We have still not gotten anything from the Epstein files. And not only have we gotten nothing there, they're actively being suppressed. And he has still not delivered on his promises. For charity to homeless people. You dated a hot girl who was Muslim once and she ended up breaking up with you because you couldn't read the Quran? Did that actually happen? Wait, how did you even date her in the first place then? Like, I feel like if her standard was people need to be able to read the Quran, I'm assuming you don't look Middle Eastern, Jay Gary. Like, I feel like that would be the first thing I would vet if I were in her position. How did we even get to that point? If that's gonna be a deal breaker for some people, you gotta, say that up front. Like all those women who say, who are like, my man has to be 6 foot, he has to be making 100K, toned body, respects woman. At least all the chicks who have standards like that, they say that up front. They're not hiding it. I think you got played, Mr. J. Gary. Alright, let's start with... Muslim girls are a red flag? I don't know about that. I don't know the stereotype. There's not really many Muslim stereotypes for dating, are there? I feel like most of the stereotypes surrounding dating are around white and black people. At least all the ones I know. I won't say what they are, but I think we all know what they are. Okay, that giant was kind of useless. Oh, those are supposed to be bars, but that doesn't matter. I don't have enough here. Oh, and there's a Tesla randomly, right? Yeah, if this was like 10K, probably doable. 10.6 is too high. Can you do a minor attack with the spells? You really want to see that? Alright, got you, fam. This is how minors work in the clan capital. So we're gonna tank the splash defenses. Alright, we'll do stun 17 in a bit. Oh, I completely whipped on the giant, but it doesn't matter. You drop the heal spells. Drop all your spells. Go next. There are stereotypes about Asian men. I have a funny story about that, actually, because obviously I know the stereotypes around Asian people. So my dad, when I was like in kindergarten, he taught me to not. So I'm Chinese. He taught me you don't want to be going for a Chinese wife, because they will always nag you. Okay, his words, not mine. They'll always nag you, and they'll make your life miserable. So just go for a Korean wife instead. They're more docile and tame. And at the time, I had a Korean neighbor girl, a female Korean neighbor who was in my grade. And apparently her mom told her that she shouldn't go for a Korean husband because they're aggressive. Go for a Chinese one who's docile instead. I thought that was so funny. Alright, it was Sen 17, right? I still crack up about that. Those comments that Asian men are less masculine. Definitely not true, especially for Koreans. Koreans go through a mandatory prison, or not prison, but military training. Do we go double rage here? If you guys have ever heard about Johnny Somali, like the pest kick streamer, he went to different countries to try to start shit with people. Like he went to polite countries or like polite societies, and he tried to mess with them and see how far he could take his antics. So he obviously went for Asian countries, which are known for being more polite. And he made a mistake of choosing Korea. If anyone is familiar with that situation. That was his last and final mistake. Thinking that the Koreans were just gonna take it from him. This is a complicated base to hit. Let's try. Okay. I don't want to use the rage at the start. I want to use the rage for the second Inferno. So we'll try to use rams here because if you notice on the second Inferno, it's covered by giant cannons. Giant cannons are really nasty to rams. These cannons are super annoying for being isolated chains. So let's try to chip one of them. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're about to completely swag a rage in Sen fashion. Oh wait, no. No, it wasn't slagged, Alright. Good rage. Alright, we're looking great. Looking great now. Sen looks like a proper Chinese folk wearing the cap. Well, I guess the color kind of works, but the Chinese cap is like the farmer pointed hat thing. The only stereotype I heard was Asian men have small. Oh right, yeah, that's a common stereotype. Like that Asian people are generally smaller. So that's why a lot of, I guess, white dudes go for Asian chicks, which is kind of weird, but you know, what am I to judge? Do I feel like even force quitting this? We'll wait for them to kill that one building. Actually, not really. I'm just gonna minion that card. And we already have the rage down, which is nice. Isn't that the Viet Cong with the pointy wooden hat? Pretty sure that's from China. Like my grandma, she has one of those. A lot of Chinese people will have gardens outside of their homes. So like my grandma turned her entire backyard into like a Chinese food garden. And she had a pointy hat. I have to kill this before can I dragon. Oh, but there's like nothing left, huh? GG. I don't know what the Copenhagen test series is. Rice fields? It's not just rice fields. I don't know what the hat is good for. I think it's just easy to make a straw hat like that, because you just take straws and then you just angle them away from your head. I think a lot of cultures have hats like those. Oh, you mean the round face? I don't know if Chinese people have rounder faces. There's a lot of Asians who can tell the difference between different kinds of Asians, but I can't. Like, I have friends who can tell the difference between, you know, Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. I couldn't tell you. 719 GM. Take a look at what they got here next, though. When you take that... Wait. I was looking at the wrong... How did I teleport over there? That's default. Builder's Workshop is mod. This is mod. We'll hit this one. Copenhagen test is a Peacock's ears. Oh, I see. So these are some modified bases. We can try them. This one, you're supposed to go with triple barrel right side. Wait. Why is this complicated? You might have to dragon this. But if you Draco this, you'll probably want to zap. So I think we go Dragon Barrel. 5 bars maybe? Let's try it. I haven't watched any TV shows as of late. Not even anime. Well, that's a fast Sparky, jeez. Okay. Wait, Dragon, where are you going? Okay, we're kind of down to not many Rams left because of how we played this. We might have to even let the Sparky be through the wall, because I think time isn't the biggest issue here. It's just whether I have enough power. Wait, Dragon, you're gonna have to survive. Wait, why do I have 2 barrels? What am I doing? Wait, what was I smoking here? Wait, that was not supposed to be another barrel, huh? I didn't even need the zap. Alright. I guess we just had a random barrel at the end. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I can differentiate between Japanese, Chinese, and Koreans, but not the gals. It kind of depends. There's like some looks that are very Chinese and some looks that are very Japanese. Like some people look very stereotypically from that country. Like Japanese people, there's some people like a lot slittier eyes. I don't know, smaller eyes. And there's a lot of Chinese people who, like you said, have a lot of rounder faces, but I feel like overall, there's a lot of overlap between the features. Wait, why am I going for that? Let's go for Builder's Workshop. They moved the giant cannon over. I don't know if that's a problem. Guess we'll just let Sparky beat through the entry. Giant hog. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Supposed to barrel. It's a complicated start, but let's try it. Do they moan? I'll let it through, but I'm not answering that. I will say whatever. Oh crap. This is a sloppy start by me. At least the giant pulls his app, I guess, in the end. It's not bad. Got 7 rams, but that does lose us a lot of time. Sparky isn't as fast as it was on Balloon Lagoon as well. Got 2 barrels. See if Barb helps. Good Barb there, good Barb on the left. Minute 30 on the clock. We have a lot of troops for tanking at least. Five rams. We need to use 1 ram to pull this at. And I think Sparky has a lot of HP, so we can even absorb a lot of hits towards the end. Oh, I guess they moved this up over there. Okay. Alrighty then. 4 rams should be a lot though. 50 seconds is also a lot of time. We can let the giant cannon lock, and yeah, we're good. Chat, we watching Chain Soldier Season 2. I haven't even watched Season 1. Okay. So, the reason why I never checked out Chain Soldier is because Akame ga Kill is the worst animated series I've ever watched. That crap was gritting to my eyes. And I know Chain Soldier is made by the same mangaka, so I never gave it a chance. But people say it's super cultured and it's worth giving a go, but haven't gotten around to it. Max GM, yeah, we'll do this one, give this one a shot, and then we'll head over. One barrel here. I believe you're supposed to go Graveyard instead of Zap. I know Zap is super nice to get rid of the Blast Bow, but I don't think you're surviving without Graveyard. So let's just do that. You are just not surviving without the Graveyard Arus. STFU already? Y'all got ass taste? Okay. Do you actually think Akame ga Kill was good? I forgot her name. But there was that one chick, like that one crazy chick who starts pulling like a gun out of her mouth or whatever it was. Bro, I tuned in out of that series once I saw that. Where can I watch Chain Soldier? I've seen a lot of ads for it, and it's on High Dive. Which is like a competitor to Crunchyroll. It's nice that there's actual competition with Crunchyroll and it's not just a monopoly now, but still it's not the kind of series for me. This is weird. I think I have to do giant like this because of that cannon. It's a little weird to do things like this, but you know, it works. Do have a slow Sparky too, but 7 rams and some barbs does look like I've got pretty good chances. Probably want a barb, take the spear. Graveyards are beating through the wall. We're looking solid. I think our Sparky's like 50 to 60% HP. We take the plasma like this. Looking good. Looking good. Ram tanks the Tesla, 2 barbs kill it before it gets to shoot. And mop him up. No, this one's not 750. This was not modified enough to be super hard. Okay, listen, I'm not saying you can't pirate anime, but don't put recommendations in the chat. Don't get me in trouble, alright? I will not opine on whether or not you should do it. But have you guys seen the news story recently where NVIDIA, as well as other big tech companies, are paying like pirating organizations to get entertainment material to train their stupid generative AI? Thought that was pretty funny. They always tell us not to pirate, and then they're doing piracy in the most illegal way imaginable. Let's do Sen 19 GM. I just remembered. Rage here. Oh, do I really have to get the slowest spark you can possibly ask for? That's obnoxious. That's a full 1 second Sparky. That's gonna be hard. I swear, my GM luck has not been there recently. Hopefully 12 o'clock goes well though. This is doing pretty good. I say that as he's about to die. Oh, he survives on 1 HP, but I think that means I have to 2-barb this. Yeah, it does. Hopefully we time that correctly. How healthy is my Sparky? Please don't get hit by the spear. Man. Well, at least she is decently healthy. Do you consider... I don't know what that is. At least we have 5 barbs, so we're gonna get through the district hall really fast. Hopefully we have enough HP on Sparky though. So what is your type on women you like to date? Is it corny to say I don't really have a type? At least I don't really know what my type is. I haven't really dated much. Okay, those bars better not screw me over. No, no, no. Oh my god, that bar, if he got the last shot, it was over. Oh, I hate you, Sparky. That slow Sparky almost screwed me over. I would have run out of time. Alright, we're good. So, have you seen that Anna's Voldy? Oh, I forgot the name of that anime. It's that stupid isekai power fantasy anime. When I first got into anime, it was like around the time when that anime was airing. So I did see it. As well as the manga for it was getting promoted everywhere. So I checked it out and man, that series basically encapsulated why I hate isekai. That series was such ass, bro. Dumpster fire cheeks. What the? Is this Blue Skies? It's so fun. Bro, it's not even funny. Its humor is so generic. I don't even know how else you can describe it. That series was not it. Female humor? No, it's just like a generic isekai power fantasy where the main character just does like power fantasy stuff and that's supposed to be funny. And I don't know if it was like the progenitor of the isekai virus that's taken over anime. But pretty much every single season since then, there's always like a batch of super trashy power fantasy isekai adaptations based off of light novels. Each one is just more generic than the last. Alright, that's good enough. We didn't get like any goblins killed, but it's fine. Have you seen another? I've not seen another, no. It was peak. We can't say otherwise. I've not even watched another, so I couldn't tell you if that's a show you're referencing. Anyone seen Omniscient Reader, The Prophecy? I've seen like the manga Omniscient Reader a couple of years back. I haven't followed it since though. Okay, this clan's terrible. Can someone help out? This clan is downright deplorable. Wait, why do I have graveyards? Oops. Well, I guess we do. That's what we're gonna do now. And we'll just donut the Blasphemy. Little graveyard. Next. It's a 13 episode anime, highly recommended. It involves horror-ish style things and it's hella mysterious. It might be that I just don't recognize the name. I know quite a lot of horror manga. Alright, let's go with this. Another such a mid-anime, opening alone is better than the rest of the anime. You know what? Considering Utachi was saying that Akame got killed was peak, I'm going to defer with Battles on his taste. Because it seems like he has reasonable taste. How about 86? I've watched 86. I watched up until the point where, I think this might have been season 2, where like the black-haired main character, he starts fighting or like he finishes fighting the first wave of, I don't know what it is, but like big mechs. And apparently like the big mechs control or like are powered by his brother or something. Bro, I haven't watched it in so long. My analysis of that series is not it, but trust me, it's pretty good. So have you ever watched anime? Well, I have watched like ecchi, and like um, extremely sus anime, but not like anything that doesn't get shown on air. You know, like there's a lot of anime that are pretty dirty, but can still see the light of TV. For example, Looking Up to Magical Girls. I've seen that anime. That one's pretty peak. If you guys know, you know. 86 Op is legendary, and the anime is good too. I don't remember the op for 86. Back in the day, I used to always skip anime ops, even the first time watch. So I would not know. Alright, that's a max DC. Can you just, is it a good idea to run with Golem or Miner? Is Miner good? Probably not. Alternative is just Sparky left. We'll do that. What's your thought about the Penguin? I haven't seen any non-animated series in God knows how long, so I have not watched the Penguin, even though everyone rates it really highly. So I noticed your shoulder and arms look buff from your push-ups. I think it's just my shirt today. My shirt emphasizes my swole biceps. Let's go with this. And oh crap, there's a zap there, huh? Where does Sparky go? She goes in. Okay, she almost went in range of that Inferno. Sparky, you rascal. Why am I not frosting here? Kind of a goof for that. Ouch. That's rude, bro. You're good enough. Penguin's not about anime, it's the #1 trending on Instagram? Wait, I thought Penguin was about the Batman series, like the Penguin from Batman. And that was a while ago. How's it #1 trending? Have you seen Big Order? I have not. I'm Sense Lover, I've seen. I saw your message, that's not getting let through. I can see it very clearly with my own 2 eyes, and I regret that I have. Kill this cart. Could this have been a one-shot, actually? Maybe if we brought a haste, this was a one-shot. Or am I coping? Yeah, probably just coping, but this is good enough. Go next. Okay, no, stop it, stop it. Someone needs to rein that man in. He's out of control. He's a brave warrior who's motivating everyone. I have no idea what that means. It's rage early. Bro, this is so annoying. Why does the ram not hit that wall? That's like 5... That wall is like 5 tiles long. Usually it hits stuff like that. Oh my god, this is bad. Oh my god, this, this is so bad. Stop it. Okay, bro, that completely... I did not know that would happen. That's awkward. Should still be fine. Alright, good enough. Balloon Skies. 4. Send 17 peak open, sure. We'll do a couple more hits here to prevent anyone from being able to int at Balloon Skies, which is critical to our success. Let's rage early. Are you serious? Ouch. Stop it. Oh, good traps. Okay, we're not playing great so far, but we're making this work. The play has been subpar. Good enough. Sam, what do you think your prime would take? Do you think in your prime? What is the question here? Do you think, are you asking if I could have stopped Epstein? What are we talking about? Listen. I was not some spy who could do anything when I was younger, alright? I did not have the powers to stop Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. And all of his heinous crimes. This. I'm but one man. One powerless man. Among many. Oh no. Sen, have you watched Domestic Girlfriend? No. Listen, I've heard enough about that series to know that I'm good with not having watched it. I'm not. Listen, you guys might think I'm lying here, but I'm not actually into incest anime. That's not my taste. You guys might think I'm lying. You might think I'm acting holier than thou. That is in fact the case. Domestic Girlfriend, low-key and mid show, yeah it is. Alright, let's do Sen 17, Sen 19. These look fine to leave. This is Sen 17. I guess we can do the first hit on the peak. See how much we can get. So if you want to get a big first hit, we'll go minions here. Broad Wizard Bomb. Wait, these buildings in the corner are pretty annoying actually, now I think about it. They are quite annoying. But we'll make it work. You should watch My Little Sis Has It In For Me. Let's not. I also haven't watched High School DxD. Although there's like some clips about that show. Like the clip where the chick is doing the backflip and then they zoom in on the on the jiggling boobs. I've seen like clips from that show. At least they know who their target demographic was and how to appeal to their base. That's all I'll say about that show. But that one isn't for me. About that scene. Yeah, I don't know how that got greenlit, but it did. And anime is a better place for it, I suppose. Yeah, they went full jiggle physics on that one. Absolutely zero shame. Welcome back, Noragami. I have never watched Noragami. I tried watching it, but the first episode was just so boring. I could never get into Noragami. I know that is like sinning in some corners of the anime internet, but I don't plan to watch that one. Haven't seen Noragami either, but both ops are peak. Battles. Do you just like watch all the anime openings of animes you don't even watch? How come you know all of the openings on which one is good and which one isn't? Where's my last troop? Oh. Good enough. And I'm out of hits, so we can just leave that to them. For low-key, respectfully, why the fuck are you judging an anime based off of the first episode? It's so stupid. I know, but here's the thing. I can either watch an anime that has a good first opening episode and the rest of the series is good, or I can watch one that doesn't have that. Like, there's a lot of options, so I feel like you have to make your first episode good. I know people say don't judge a book by its cover, don't judge a manga by its first chapter or whatever, but listen, if you're not going to make your first episode good, why do I have any faith that the rest will be? Even though it could be. No Game, No Life mentioned, W. Yeah, I watched that one. That one's fun. Listen, you might be the most qualified candidate for the job, but don't show up in pajamas. Let's do this. Hunter x Hunter took you 7 days? Wait, doesn't Hunter x Hunter have a lot of episodes? How the heck did you finish it that fast? Were you like binging that for 7 days straight? Alright, it's a bit of an awkward base to hit, but the goal is to just donut Sparky and should be fine. Even if like all the Sparky chains are this bad. Of course, because I'm unemployed during the pandemic, it was, right. The pandemic was when I got into anime, as well as a lot of other people. It was the goated way of passing time. Well, it's more like I got into anime like just before. Graveyard. Do you get an air layer? Yeah, you do. That's fine. So we don't get much on the first hit, but we do get the triple graveyard down, and we do get the stuff on the outside with this approach. Like 150 episodes are not so long. 150 episodes is 20 episodes a day. 20 episodes a day is like 6 hours a day. That is a lot. That is a lot. But it's not One Piece a lot, obviously. Putting my Asian math skills to work. And we got to pull some traps in the end. There's one Tesla there, and we killed one Tesla on the Sparky approach. My instincts tells me I'm supposed to golem. I don't know if I'm even supposed to do a Wizard Bomb. Yeah, why not? Got nothing else to do with my remaining troops, so we'll go for it. Six hours a day is okay. It's a lot. That is a lot of watching. But that's very consistent with how people were watching anime and doing stuff at home during the pandemic. Oh. Pinion's ear. Code Geass has 5 openings, you dumbass. You don't want to be testing Battles' knowledge on his anime ops. And you also don't want to say anything inaccurate to him. Listen to Code Geass. Number 2 is extremely bad. I've watched Code Geass, but I never like actually sat down and listened to its ops. I always skipped them. Back in the day, like I said, I always skipped the ops, no matter how good they were. So there's a lot of anime that I've watched around the 2020 era that they might have had good openings, but I would never have known. Because I just auto-skip that shit. See what the next clan holds. What have we got? We have 1 hit left, and that's gonna be rough. I think probably Builder's Workshop is the best chance here. It's 9k. I think you just eat this crusher on the outside before you begin. Double graveyard here, and then just try to make something happen with a bunch of rams. It's not easy. But non-defaults almost never are. If we get locked by the Blasphemous, it's probably over, but let's just try to make sure that doesn't happen. A lot of rams, maybe 1 giant. Maybe no hogs? This is a bit of a weird army. Normally I have stuff like barrels and hogs, but I feel like here it's justified not bringing them. Let's check for zaps. There's a zap. Good. And we can let Sparky just slowly beat through that crusher. There's no way my Sparky got locked. Okay, good. She got hit by the multi-cannon a little bit, but that is life. Man, there's a lot of logs. Stop it. We have 5 rams left. I wish I had more rams now, huh? It's too late to regret bad choices, though. That Barb will take the Tesla. There's a Tesla farm. Wait, that next Sparky shot is disgusting. No! That ruins the Sparky shot. No. Oh wait, no. We're back, boys. We're so back. That's like 8 defenses. And high value ones at that. Alright. Alright, we let Sparky tank that one. Or tank this one. Looks good. There's no zaps? Alright. We use that random check for zaps. Oh, there was a zap there. GG. You know, Sen, do something, get a 750 and make us proud. I've not gotten a single 750 this stream. All the fails have been so far off. This is a no push-up stream. We're already past the New Year's resolution, 2 weeks of working out more, and then rest of the year go back to being a slob. Sand, in today's stream, there was no 750s, no dog, and no mother interrupting you. True, true. My dog isn't at home today. My sister took him for the weekend. I guess she can figure out what it's like taking care of that guy when there's a foot of snow outside. At least show us the doggo video. Okay, we can show it at the end. I'll show it after this peak. Can someone clear these? Because okay, if someone thought this was doable, this was not doable at all. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm about to just minor spam these. When is the next tournament phase? We have a tournament match tomorrow at like 6 a.m. So whenever that is for you. It's 6 a.m. EST, so probably like midday in Germany. Take care, Battles. Will you live stream it? Probably not. Take care, Mr. Battles. I will show the doggo video right after you're gone, so you can enjoy it. All the love. You'll hear him. Maybe we shouldn't have minored this. Oh my god. Oh. I regret my actions. That level 5 rock artillery hurt. Okay, miners are back up. Right. It's 1 p.m. in Romania. You are not from Romania. I thought you were from Germany. Alright, is there a way to one-shot this? I don't think there is. I don't think you're ever killing this blast bow over here. Guess we'll give it a shot though. Well, Eye Dragon left. Do we need 2 giants? Probably isn't this. It's probably better. Is it worth trying to Eye Dragon this giant cannon? It's probably fine. Have 2 Eye Dragons. What's better than 1 Eye Dragon, 2 of them? Let's try it. They moved the Tesla. Don't think that matters. I guess it kind of matters. Am I supposed to graveyard down? I'm assuming no. I'm pretty sure Sparky Beast for the wall. Okay. Trying to tank for the spear. Let's see if there's any zaps. So far, we're looking okay. We'll double Graveyard to lock down the blast bow. Knee Spark to go up, good. Good thing we have this eye drawing, that does save quite a bit of time. I don't know if that saves enough time though. Good barb, because otherwise Blender Zone is not opening up. Oh, that's a level 5 giant cannon, that's a problem. 48 seconds. Yeah, we don't have enough time. I think this is a 750. Oh no. We jinxed it. We might have jinxed it. I think we play this well, but you need to play this insanely well. Ah, oh, Wizard Tower's not a one-shot either. Ah! No, this is so close! Oh, darn it! Oh, no! Ah! Alright. It's push-up time. It's finally push-up time. I'm so not warmed up today. I don't know why I'm so sore today. It was supposed to be a no push-up day. We griefed it. Wait, this is so bad. This clan sucked. What the heck? Battles missed out. He did. He did. Bro, you can't even kill this dragon easily. This is like the worst peak ever. What the? At least you can frost these two. You cannot Sparky this. This is an example of a base you cannot, unless we can break out here on the left side and then start sparking the giant cannon. Are we really about to Sparky this base? I think we are. I did not see at the very start, but there are some chains once you get deeper in the base. But this giant post, man, this giant post, that's gonna be a problem. Frost these two, second attack. This is gonna be a nasty one, huh? Let's try it. Let's go with this. Haste here. Kill a bomb tower. Oh, that also pulls the zap. That's very nice. Wait for those giants to go back. Next Barbin. I don't think I can zap that. Just gotta do this. Wait, I can kill these giants. That's super nice. Didn't realize I would pull the giants this way. Okay, so I guess there's gonna be another Tesla on the other side like that. Don't go to the crusher, please. Okay, thank God. Let me check this down quickly. Log Rider far left. Please. We need at least the blast bow. Okay. We get the blast bow. And then we can send a golem on the right side. Bro, we have 21%. No. Oh no. At least all the percent is free on the outside. Finally different pajamas? Yeah, I have a few pairs of pajamas. I think we have to go Frost here and then... I would love to be able to do some hog action. Like hog, golem here. But if you golem here, it's so bad. I think we're supposed to not kill the dragon. Let's try work our way around and just leave the dragon for last with the frost on top of it. Then we'll double frost. I think that's the play. Double frost. Probably eye dragon for the peak. We're gonna need a lot of barbs to clear trash because it's hard to not time fail when you're at 21% and bring golem. But this is the situation we find ourselves in. Let's give it our all. Okay, this. Frost here. And I'm guessing there's also a Tesla next to the dragon, like there was on the other side. That we can freeze, like... How was the Tesla placed? It was placed like this. Okay. We don't have a super fast golem. Man, there's so many air defenses around. I need the golem to avoid the peak for now. He's avoiding the peak. No! I think it's over. That's gotta be like the most unlucky pathing. Yeah, it's over. There was no counterplay to this. Just a really, really terrible base to find. Let's hope for decent claims now, though. We've just been getting ripped. Wait, 98%? Are you serious? Nah! You're really gonna do me like that, game? Did you really have to do me like this? I thought it was so over. We played the first hit very well, but... more push-ups it is. I'm surprised I even got close, to be honest. Pretty sure he just griefed the 750. Did he grief it? If there's a zap, he griefed it. He griefed it, but we'll still count this. That's not how you play that at all, but whatever. We'll count it. But the Balloon Skies player is always inting. It's probably a power fail. Not a time fail. It might have been a time fail. That was a really hard base. Man, Blue Skies' matchmaking has been so god-awful. What the heck, bro? Why? Why is this the claims we face? With full non-default CH9s. Alright, let's try to get some of these, though. This is not an easy kind of base to face, because... the walls are set up in a way where you can't really graveyard easily. Guess we start on the right side. Does Blasto range cover outside? I don't think it does. I'm gonna do something interesting. I will actually do a Sparky Walk on the outside. Minions start, Sparky Walk. And we should be able to kill all these defenses on the outer layer without ever getting hit by the Blast Bow. We'll need a lot of Giants. Minions split at the start. And then some Rams once they get deeper in the base. But I think this works. It's an interesting base to hit. Good to go. Your body is getting used to push-ups. I don't like this. I don't like how used to 750 push-ups I'm getting. Please, Giant, don't beat through the wall. I beg of you. Barb here. So there's a Tesla there. Got 6 Rams. Tesla there. We killed 2 Teslas on the approach as well. Keep that in mind. Sparky wraps around for the Tesla because he didn't open up the wall. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably fine. We'll just put a Giant here. Time is not going to be the issue here. What are you doing, Sparky? Jesus. That was disgusting. Yeah, this kind of base, we either have the power or we don't. Time will not be the deciding factor. And we're looking pretty good. We can borrow... Okay, no we can't. But we can barb that mortar and then... Sparky pretty much sweeps the rest here. Nice. At least one thing goes well. Yeah, we'll get this one. Nothing in the corners. Nice. Yeah, we've been getting cooked. We've been getting cooked out here. What about Balloon Lagoon? Balloon Lagoon is... At least you can minion all this if there's no Tesla. There's that. But this is nasty. You definitely want to do a graveyard on this district hall to lock down the rocket artilleries. Maybe we actually just do double over there. But the Infernos are super, super tough to navigate on a base like this. I think we'll have one barrel and one Hog Rider. Yeah, hopefully we have a fast Sparky on this Balloon Lagoon as well. But you never know. Sparky can be feeling any kind of way depending on the day. Could also go like Rage Haste, but I think we do need the graveyards, otherwise we're trolling. How do we get... We can't even really use Rams here, huh? So I guess we have to stick with the Giants. Try our best. Try our best, please. Please, Sparky, pull through. Okay. We'll barrel from an angle. Thank goodness barrels didn't get screwed. We need to use one ram here. I think the rest of our rams actually have to connect to walls. So let's hold off. Do this one. Got some spam coming in. Ram takes such a weird path. Okay, it just connects. That's so important. If it doesn't connect, that's probably a time fail. And then our last Ram connects. Great. Alright, we got it. Okay. It's never easy in the end. We got another. Big, big, big. And we can barb tank as well as kill the trash hut. Okay, then. GG. That's 2. Can we get a third? Okay, no, this one's too much. This is too much. What about Golden Park? I think that's cooked. Unless there's like a 4-zap play here. Is there a 4-zap play here? No, there isn't. We'll still give it a try. With the 4 zap. Can we get this one too, please? Well. Oh, are you serious? I think our golem isn't very fast either, is it? It's an okay golem, but you kind of need like the meth head golem for a base like this. Alright, so once golem approaches the air bombs, we'll just triple balloon the right side. Hopefully it makes it to the hive. I'm guessing the rest of the Teslas are around that trash building, which is probably the death sentence for me. We'll see. Looks like there isn't. Question mark? Please, Pekka, don't. Why? No, Pekka griefed. I guess it tanks. Oh, golem doesn't go for the hive. That's a rip. Oh, Pekka was so bad. Maybe if we used like Hog Riders instead. I think we might have had it. We might have had it with Hog Riders. Oh, I don't know. Or maybe even a dragon. That was a weird base. That was a weird one. Let's go Goblin Mines. This is level 2, so this should be a one-shot easily. As long as you don't, grief. Big if from Olsen. Big if. Hello, my puppies. That's a weird way of addressing the stream, sir. That is a weird way of introducing yourself to the class. Graveyard here. Well, at least this is level 2. Not like level 3. New here, why can't I join the Discord? Does the link not work? Like, what happens if you click that link in the description? Does it not take you to Discord? Or did you get banned or something? Because I just pulled a fresh link this morning, just before stream, so it should be good. But you never know. You can never be sure. Barb here. Here we go. Good enough. Let's move on to the art portion of the stream. End off. What do we get to? Raid 8? Alright, good enough. I'll do a few raids tonight. Got my match tomorrow, so I don't want to leave too much. But yeah, we gotta do a little bit of art, and then we can head off for today. So, oh, right, I forgot. My dog. This is how he bit me. This is how it all happened. He was sleeping and I started messing with him. I don't think I got to the point where he actually bit me, but I was messing with him. And then he didn't like it. He didn't like it one bit. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to the art. Where's the art? He didn't like it one bit. What we got for today? I think that ruined my screen share. Let's try again. He knew he was in danger. He fought back. Alright, I think we're back. We should be back. Alright. He was dreaming. Alright, let's do some shading today. Let's do some shading on the girl. Let's get... So I did some of the base layer. Let's do some more. Where's the shading layer? Not this one, this one. Yeah, so the base layer. Pull some color. Let's do that. This pen should be fine. Discord link does not work for you. Can someone find a link that does? I literally just pulled that link this morning. That's in the description. You can also just search SendFGR Discord. It should come up on Google as like the first thing. But that's annoying that that doesn't work. Link is not, no, I pulled it this morning. It should be updated. It's annoying that it isn't. This. If I was a mod, I could have. I don't think mods can change the description, the video description. But I think you also can't put links in the chat either, because YouTube usually censors those. But yeah, if the links ever don't work, you can just Google search it. Give me mod and I'll solve the problem. Crops, you ain't never getting mod. No name isn't either. Neither of you guys can be trusted with power. You can barely be trusted with the ability to speak here. And you think you are going to get the powers of moderating other people's speech? The hubris. The hubris, I say. Let's do that. Let's also get color for hair. Do the shadow under the hair. So any pieces of hair that are closer to the face, the shadow is going to be a little bit shorter. So like this piece of hair is going to like touch the face, so that can be shorter. So usually the shadow is longer, higher up. This. And then maybe just a little bit here. And then neck, whole thing can be shaded. A little bit lighter. Crease a little bit here. And then I usually just don't color the mouth, so we'll leave that be. That should do it for the basing. Now we can do darks, so full black. Do that. So have you seen the Marvel Arrival controversy? Are you talking about the controversy about the tournament? Like, there was that one dude that wanted to play the tournament seriously because there's like a big prize pool, and then the rest of the team started trashing him for being a tryhard sweat. Is it that controversy? I watched a video from like Penguin Z Charlie for that, but I didn't like watch the entire thing. I just know that they were being real nasty to him afterwards, calling him like a loser who has no social skills and stuff like that. Listen, as a disgusting sweat in Clan Capital, I understand where the man's coming from. Those women were trying to stop him from succeeding. Which is unacceptable. Yes, Kingsman, 40k tournament, why not sweat? Is the 40k tournament like all to the victor? I'm guessing not, but still, yeah, it's a lot of money, especially for a student in this economy. I can totally understand why you would want to sweat, but you also have to find a team that shares that mindset. My understanding is that they were always planning to just mess around, and then they announced the prize pool, and then that one guy wanted to sweat and the rest of the team didn't. That doesn't justify them being nasty to him, but I can see the frustration that can create between team members. The teammates definitely went too far though. Like you don't have to go around shit talking my boy just because he wants to make some cash. All right, he's just trying to pay for his college debt. What did he do to deserve this? It was a creator tournament. Wait. Creator as in like only streamers are allowed? Because that's crazy. All creators are sweats. Or at least your job is to play the game. You don't get the right to call other people sweats in that case. What else do I want to do for the shades? Let's do another layer. And wait, no, use a little bit darker. So what are you planning on doing with your art? So this is part of my manga. So my goal is to have a bit darker. First chapter of my manga release end of February, early March. So the first chapter is going to be mainly exposition, but it's more like a proof of concept, I guess. And this is one of the pages. Over on the Discord, there's an art channel where I post a lot of the finished pages or in progress stuff. If you're interested in more, but yeah, it will be a big release. Come October, wait, no, put this a little bit lower. Come March. All right, that can be shaded. Wait, no, this. Let's do that. Go back here. I procrastinated the entire week now. I have 5 lectures I'm behind and a couple of practical charts and a couple of practicals. Is there such thing as falling behind in college anymore? Can't you just have ChatGPT do everything for you? Or not? Is there any value in learning? And isn't your job going to be automated anyways? Wait, where's the next layer? Here. No, this one. Now we can do highlights. Do that. ChatGPT isn't going to solve the midterms for me in the final, unfortunately. Aren't there advanced cheating methods now? I thought all college students had ways of getting ChatGPT into the final exam, like through their calculator or what have you. Or does it not work that smoothly during the finals? Sounding more like a skill issue to me. Because I've seen stuff where ChatGPT and other chatbots can answer homework and then it can like write the assignments in your writing as well. So it looks exactly like what a student would do, except it's just AI. Also, I'd like to think my job is going to be future-proof, but my confidence decreases by the day, lol. You know, a couple years ago, when they were like releasing ChatGPT 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, it did feel like everything was about to get automated. But nowadays, it doesn't feel that way anymore. It feels like AI has not or it's slowing down, you know, like there's diminishing returns with them building more and more data centers. So even for stuff like manga, where there are some people experimenting with AI art, it's like those are so dog shit and they're not getting better that I'm not worried. Clear peak so I can continue to speed around. I'll do it just after this stream. What color is the cup? I think about it. Skit. Do that. Color is the coffee. This. ChatGPT was the menace. ChatGPT 4 was the menace. They have to stop the whole server. Yeah, and then once they released ChatGPT 5 in around like August, everything has been falling apart for OpenAI because that wasn't it. I don't know if it's just me, but AI just, it feels like what crypto was 5 years ago. Like there's so much hype around it, and there's like so much AI slop generators and scammers, and it's just completely unregulated and unhinged. I don't know. It feels like the bubble's just about to pop. And everything is about to fall apart. All right, let's end off with some screen tones. Back of the head's probably very heavily screen toned. True comparison. Yeah, AI has not been what it's been hyped up to be. I've tried using Gemini during work, and the answers, man, they sound convincing, but once you read into some of the answers that it provides you, you can tell that your job is safe, I'll put it that way. You will not be replaced by AI anytime soon. Until like they fundamentally change how they work their models. Because right now their models are based off of estimations and statistical analysis where they come up with the most probable thing that they think you want. But that just is not good enough in so many fields that I think a lot of the fear is not as strong as it was when they released, you know, ChatGPT 3 and so on. Like the earlier releases were a lot more doomer than ChatGPT 5. All right. We can call this here then. We can call this one here for today. I'll finish the rest off stream. ChatGPT 4 was more out of hand compared to any other versions doing stuff without permission, so they have to stop. Almost a threat to humanity. Yeah, and now they're getting rinsed by Gemini, so we'll see how ChatGPT does. They're burning money like no other, and it doesn't even seem like they're at the forefront, or at least they aren't so far ahead of their competition anymore that it feels like ChatGPT is going to be the future. So we'll see. I'll be honest though, like I want to see OpenAI fail. I want, even as much as I hate Google and I have my problems with them, I'd rather Google succeed in the AI wars than freaking Sam Altman. Sam Altman is so slimy, bro. He's slimier than any of the crypto bros ever were. Yeah, we're ending off here. I'll finish the rest of this one after the stream, as well as do a peek to open up Balloon Skies. But yeah, I appreciate you all coming out this today, and we'll have a stream tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be covering the tournament match, which is like 2 hours before the stream, but I'll stream afterwards. Hopefully we stay alive. It's double elimination. We lost once last week. And this is where we have to make our last stand. Oh yeah, take care, gentlemen. iPhone replacing Siri with Gemini. Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. When Google and Apple had their big deal, that was like the nail in the coffin for OpenAI, because now a lot of the future prospects of making money have evaporated, and they're burning money so fast with their data center deals. Yeah, I want to see OpenAI fail. We'll see if they do. And take care, y'all.